Wow. I actually thought, to tell you the truth, I thought this evening is going to be quite easy because, we're from MTV and it's not going to be that hard to, sound cool and show some cool video. And then, I met Charles and, we talked about music and Charles took me down a list of all the records that came out in 1991. Smashing Pumpkins, Gish, Upton Baby, U2, the first Pearl Jam album, the Black album from Metallica, and it kind of blew my mind and freaked me out. And then during dinner, we were speaking with Josette, and I thought, maybe, there's something I can say to Josette that could be cool. And we started talking about bikes, and she said that she's been riding motorcycles since the 1970s. And that didn't go well, so, I don't know, I wrote a speech thinking this is going to be an easy audience to win over, so please forgive me if this isn't as entertaining and cool and hip as I thought it might be. But Charles, thank you so much, that was a great introduction. It is truly humbling to be here in such stellar company. And perhaps now, when I send her a photograph of this event, my mother will stop asking me to get a real job. I think I do have a real job. But seriously, growing up in Lucknow in India, 10,000 miles away from New York City, I had a vision of America, rendered by the writings of Jack Kerouac and the songs of Bob Dylan. I didn't think I would ever get here, leave alone try and tinker with this country's pop culture. But as Charles mentioned, I was hypnotized by MTV in Dubai, the strangest of places to find your true north. Not only was I fascinated by the brand, but also by the people behind it. I thought that, like me, they were mad dreamers, music junkies who took crazy risks and didn't know the beautiful havoc they were about to bring into the world. And I crashed into MTV like a cultural kamikaze. I was an outsider, I had weird hair, strange music, strange accent. But what surprised me was that the world's most famous youth brand, watched by over 1 billion people, didn't bring back to the US all the cool music from the world it had so profoundly influenced. And it seemed like an opportunity to me. I've tried in a humble way to correct that, and the central idea behind MTV World is to be a platform for musicians from around Asia and the globe, and bring color, beauty, and song from the rest of the world into America. We've made small changes that will hopefully lead to us becoming a more open and accepting culture. I've been fortunate to work for Viacom, an extraordinary and truly innovative company that supported my vision and gave me the best job in the world. I've been blessed to have mentors who really were all that I had read about them, like Tom Freston, who's here tonight. Tom's the original vagabond, the ambassador of music and one of the most inspiring people I know. Tom and I also have the same motorcycle, but then Tom corrected that he had that bikes in the 60s and 70s, and again, my cool factor went down. There's not a lot of, support for me tonight. Thank you, I love that. But to embark on anything that is against the grain, against what the experts say, is challenging. The small difference MTV World has made is not because of me, but because of the people that work with me. And some of them are here tonight. The smartest, most passionate and dedicated people in media. This award is a testimony to their amazing and path-breaking work. Please give a round of applause to it. Trying to change the status quo is never easy. I want to thank my wife Afsha and my daughter Lila. Just for hanging in there with me and being ever so supportive and inspiring. And finally, I want to thank the Asia Society. You are the original pioneers, the model and inspiration for a lot of the work that MTV World is doing. You've promoted and showcased Asia and its culture long before it became cool or the business opportunity it now is. For MTV World to receive the Cultural Achievement Award from the Asia Society is a true honor, and thank you so much for that. Now I'd like to introduce one of the most interesting bands I've come across in a while. They synthesize electronica and pop with classical music into an intoxicating cocktail of sound. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Janaka and Shri from the band God's Robots. Thank you so much.